Hola, it's Capitano, Camino, Canucko, also Constipado. Today started off like every other day, knowing it would be a long walk, 27 kilometers from Logrono to Najera, which is Najera. I know why it's called Logrono, because that's what I was doing most of the night. I've been constipated the last couple days and burping and trouble sleeping, even more so than usual. I was up till 1:30. I finally fell asleep at 1:30 till 5:30, a deep sleep, got up early, had a small breakfast, but a very good breakfast of a croissant and coffee, and then hit the road. It was the first time. It was still dark out when I left, and the first 2 hours were terrific. They were basically flat walks. It was like a day in the park, and literally, and it was great. And I knew it was going to be a 9-hour walk. And then the next hour, there were some straightaways, but there were also some slow inclines, which I hate. And I was walking and not feeling great, and made it by hour 4 to a place called Najera, and I wasn't feeling well, and I went to the washroom and nothing, and I had a naranja, which is like an orange pop. I like them. They give me some sort of energy. And then I felt faint and dizzy, and I was still 5 hours away, so I knew I wasn't going to make it. So I asked the bartender to call me a taxi. So he said, "You're a taxi." And then he called me a taxi, and what would have been a 5-hour walk was a 10-minute drive. Took me to my place, Pension San Lorenzo, and I lay down. But an hour later, I had a breakthrough, which was great. And maybe that's too much information, but made a difference. And then I just hung around and slept. I was a little bit chilled. And then I went out for supper, for the first real meal I've had in 4 days, with Kathy with a K, who lives in Port Alberni, who's been on with the same tour group, or not tour group, the company that was booked. So she's been staying at all the places, and she's a sweetheart. And she used to be a school teacher. She does watercolors, and so we went out for supper and had a nice supper. I had a filling supper. I had a lot of roughage, as Kathy recommended. I had salad and chicken and patatas bravas. I'm not pleased about having to take a cab, but that was the smart thing to do. And I might have to do that again at some point to get from point A to point B. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to have breakfast at 7:30. Hopefully it's a bit of a shorter walk. It's only 21 kilometers, which should take me 6 or 7 hours. And hopefully I'm fully recovered. If not, I'll take a taxi again, because the subway system here is horrible in the north of Spain. It's humbling, and I'm hoping that I'll be okay tomorrow. So until we meet again, happy day 8, and day 9 will be better. Bueno Camino from Capitano, Camino, Canucko, no longer Constipado, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Good night.